What's poppin', people? Welcome on back. Today we're talking about the Pokemon TCG Pocket, specifically one of my favorite decks and how it just got a whole lot better. Okay, today we are talking about sleep decks, specifically Wigglytuff. And yes, we did a video on this before, but it just got so much better with the new event. So let's go ahead and talk about Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff just got so much better. I don't know what the other one did exactly. I know that it was like a 2 energy move that just did damage. This one immediately begins the sleep cycle. It is so good. And I've heard that it's really good in other decks like Charizard, but today we're just gonna be going over the Wigglytuff deck. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as the video before. So if you saw that, please continue watching anyway. But if you didn't, you don't gotta go check out that video because this one is just the improved version of it. So the deck list is 2 Snom, 2 Frostmoth, 2 Jigglypuff from the event, 2 Wigglytuff EX, 2 Potions, 1 X Speed, 2 Pokeballs, 1 Red Card, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Giovannis, and 2 Sabrinas. With that being said, let's get into some games. All right, game number 1. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I just realized that the Genetic Apex event is over, so I'm queuing in like regular random queue. Let's go ahead and throw down a Snom here, and then we will get into the next turn. We didn't really lead with a really good hand, so that kind of sucks. I also didn't click on the Charmander, so I don't know why it zoomed in like that and stayed there. But hopefully we're able to pick up some pace here because our hand is quite horrible. But the reason why this deck is so good now and why Jigglypuff is just so much better than it was before is that it immediately starting the sleep cycle without even having to think about it is so good. It is a 1 energy. You can turn 1 force sleep, essentially. There's no flipping of coins. There's no nothing. You just put them to sleep, and that's it. And that is so good because it's going to slow down your opponent. It's going to make them have either the opportunity to attack or not, just based off of them landing heads or tails. Now, again, the unfortunate thing is that we can't really start doing any of the things that we want to do. I'm going to red card just because we can. I'm not going to waste a Giovanni either. Actually, let's think about this. It's going to do 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother using Giovanni just yet. I really got to make sure that the Snom lives for now because it's the only basic that we have. So I'm hoping that I was gonna say I hope they don't retreat, but they did, so that's okay. They are not gonna be able to do anything with a Moltres this turn, which is good. What I really need to happen right now is I go into Jigglypuff. I need to draw a Jigglypuff literally right now. Unfortunately we didn't. What I can do is I can try to force out a different Pokemon with the Sabrina. I think that'll give us another turn of stall, which I kind of like. So let's just go ahead and use Sabrina just to pivot into, I don't care if it's Scolipede or if it's Charmander. They're not really going to be able to do too much. I'm going to attach an energy just so when we evolve it, it's ready to go to put him to sleep. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Ram. It's going to do 30 damage again. So I'm going to start balancing out the damage a little bit. It is kind of unfortunate that we haven't drawn into anything that's like draw power worthy. I think it's kind of funny how we haven't drawn any Professor's Research, no other basic Pokemon, and no Pokeballs. There's what? 2 Snom, 2 Jigglypuff, 2 Professor's Research, and 2 Pokeballs. There's 8 different cards, I guess right now, 7 different cards that we have the chance to draw into to get this to do its thing, and we actually just can't draw into any of them. So I think it's really funny that we can't. I think I'm just gonna stay in here. They can't really do anything too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna attach it. Should I attach an energy? I mean, I guess might as well, since there's nothing else. I might as well attach an energy. I really need to draw into literally anything. I need to draw into literally nothing. Snom is single-handedly taking care of the board right now. And at any point it could go under, so I need us to not have that happen. Good thing though is that we do have a Sabrina, so if I need to, I can switch out again. What I'm thinking is they might attach an energy and use 2 X speeds to switch out the Centiskorch into the Moltres to use Inferno. Is that what they're gonna do? Oh, they're just gonna pass. Okay. Oh my god, what are these draws? Are you kidding me? Dude. Is Snom about to single-handedly take care of this entire team? Dude, oh my god. I'm not, there's literally not even a point to attach an energy, so I'm just gonna ram. I mean, I can't do anything else. And part of me wants to be somewhat like cheeky I guess, and use Sabrina next turn to switch out. You know, let's see what they do this turn. Maybe they'll attach an energy and then use 1x speed to switch it out. I'm just trying to think if there's a way for me to get around like having to deal with the Moltres, because I don't. Thank God we finally drew a basic Pokemon. Oh my God. Oh my God. Part of me wants to I think Snom, you put in so much work. I'm gonna retreat into Jigglypuff. I'm just gonna retreat to Jigglypuff, and we're gonna go for Sing. We're gonna start the Sing action. I'm hoping that this is just gonna prevent them from doing anything for the time being. I need like 2 turns of being able to sleep before I can evolve it. So they did land Tails, so we are good for now. I'm really hoping that we start drawing into some other stuff, man, because the fact that we're like, what, turn 2, 3, 4, 5, like turn 6, no, we're on turn 12. Well, it's one and the other. Okay, finally we drew a Professor's Research. So I'm digging that. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. We got the other research and a different Snom, so that's great. Wigglytuff needs 3 energy, so what I'm going to do is they're technically still asleep, so I think for the sake of wanting to prevent Jigglypuff from dying, I'm just going to evolve it into Wigglytuff, because we can't put it to sleep again. There's no point in us doing that, right? So I'm just going to end turn here, because we can't attack, I'm not going to retreat, I'm not going to do any of that. It's actually so funny to me how this game has just it's baffling me. It's baffling me right now. I'm so much that I'm like flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. But the fact that we just Snom went up against a Centiskorch, a Charmeleon, and a Moltres, not only did damage but didn't, like, nothing bad happened, is kind of crazy. And they did just switch me out into our Snom here, which is totally fine. I can just retreat easily. Yeah. So I can just retreat and go right back into Wigglytuff. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to Sabrina them out of the Centiskorch and try to kill one of their 2 here. So let's go ahead and retreat into the Wigglytuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and energy onto the Wigglytuff. And because we can, I'm going to go ahead and Pokeball and snag the last Jigglypuff and then use Sabrina to switch it out, and then next turn use Professor's Research to get our second Wigglytuff, hopefully. So let's go ahead and Sabrina, and with the Sabrina, hopefully they go into Charmeleon, because it'll be an auto kill for us. Hopefully they're not paying attention, but they'll probably go into the Moltres. And once they do that, the only thing that I'm worried about, yeah, they're gonna go into the Moltres, which is totally fine. That is not an issue at all, because now they have to deal with the sleep flips on the Moltres. Maybe we'll get lucky again and they won't hit it. Dang it, they woke up. Okay, that sucks. Looks like they'll be able to retreat, but I'm not too concerned. The only thing that could like really go bad for us now is if they X-speed and evolve their Charmeleon. And if they do that, we lose. Plain and simple, we just lose. The only other thing that we could do in that situation, I think, is pray. Okay, they did have an X-speed. They are going to switch out the Moltres. Are they going to go into their Charizard? They're going to go into the Centiskorch. Okay. Fair, I guess. Let's just go into the Professor's Research here. See if we can't draw into a Frostmoth. We can. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach the Frostmoth onto that. Let's go ahead and attach an energy there. Part of me is debating on switching out the Wigglytuff here so that we get Frostmoth in the lead to eat the hit from the Charizard if we need to. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to X-speed so that we're only losing 1 energy. We're going to go into the Frostmoth. And then, because the Frostmoth will kill, right? I'm not worried about the sleep right now. I'm just worried about my Wigglytuff not having to take damage. So we're going to go ahead and kill the Centiskorch. It's going to go down, which is great. Nice and all good things. And then on the next turn on their side, I'm hoping they go into the Charmeleon. And in that case, they're going to evolve, hopefully. Oh, they're going to go into their Moltres. Okay. I'm just gonna rock out with the Frostmoth out then. If I can... Actually, Frostmoth just kills if they don't heal. So there literally isn't even a purpose in running the Wigglytuff. So, oh, they're running base Charizard. They're not even running, they're not even running EX. So, technically speaking, it still kills my Wigglytuff, which really sucks. But I guess it's not as bad as if he was running the EX. It still kills, so I have to be careful with it, but a lot less HP that I have to deal with too, I think. So they're just going to pass to me, and I'm just going to win. Oh, actually, no, I'm not, because Moltres... Well, I still win. I'm not saying that I'm not going to win. I just meant the way that I was thinking was with Frostmoth, because I was thinking that it was weak, but it's not. But Wigglytuff is just going to come here and kill it, and we're already 1 point up, so we're just going to win. So kind of unfortunate for that part. Really, really fortunate for my part. So I'm not complaining at all. I think for the sake of the video and the fact that I'm just trying to show off the fact that Jigglypuff is better than it was before, I don't want to make this video too long. This battle itself was already 10 minutes, and I don't really think there's going to be too much for me to cut out, maybe like a couple of minutes. So I think with that, we can just end off the video here. I think that was good. No, all right, that'll be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below your thoughts on the deck. I know that we already covered this in a different video, but I just want to show you the updated version of it with the new Jigglypuff, because it is just so much better. So refer to my last video if you want. Get that auto deck to be able to farm the Venusaur event and get as many of these promo packs as you can, because you know some of these cards are really good. With that being said, I'm gonna get about. Like if you do, sub if you're new, but I'm out. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.